Hey y'all, today we're going to take a bird's eye view of all the jaw-dropping announcements from Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference. From new software updates to cool collaborations and new hardware, there's plenty to unpack, starting with downloadable maps in Apple Maps. Just kidding, let's talk about the Apple Vision Pro. To begin, let's address the Vision Pro's position in the market. Apple took a distinct approach by focusing on augmented reality while consciously avoiding the whole metaverse concept, notably contrasting with Meta's approach. Shared virtual experiences were notably absent from their presentation. What's interesting is how the Vision Pro differentiates itself from the Meta Quest Pro. Apple's prioritized seamless integration with your physical environment, where objects naturally blend into your surroundings, an aspect that the Quest Pro just hasn't quite achieved yet. Continuing the Vision Pro's hardware, Apple has made some intriguing choices in this area, starting with the built-in M2 chip. By integrating this powerful processor directly into the headset, Apple has introduced their version of compatibility for both desktop and laptop computing. This decision highlights Apple's commitment to delivering a comprehensive AR experience that doesn't rely on external devices. Another hardware feature of the Vision Pro is EyeSight. This unique addition allows for the eyes to be displayed on the outside of the headset using a built-in OLED panel, which is not creepy at all. However, there are a few considerations to keep in mind. The external eye display consumes battery power, which might affect the overall battery life of the device. It requires additional internal components and takes up internal space, which contributes to the weight of a headset that will likely be comparable to other premium headsets on the market, like the Quest Pro, just based off of hands-on coverage. And it's all metal and glass, which is not exactly the most lightweight of materials. In terms of battery life, the Vision Pro uses an external battery pack quoted to last 2 hours or all day. While this offers the convenience of easy replacement, the exact mechanism of how it connects to the headset remains unclear, possibly employing magnetic connections. The external battery aims to reduce the weight of the device, but it also succeeds in making Steve Jobs roll in his grave. Next, let's delve into the software side of the Vision Pro. Apple has introduced several notable features and enhancements that aim to elevate the overall user experience in mixed reality. One of the standout aspects is the improved transition between VR and AR, controlled using an Apple Watch-like crown, creating a more natural and unique experience. Apple boasted that windows open in your AR space will cast shadows on the ground, adding depth and realism. In the Quest Pro, Meta has chosen to isolate AR and VR-based experiences. While you can set elements to appear in your physical space, there's no real clean transition between that and VR, the same way the world kind of blends together with the Vision Pro. It looks pretty incredible, and I'm really excited to experience it live. Eye tracking is another area where Apple has made pretty significant strides with the Vision Pro. Compared to the Quest Pro, Apple's integration of eye tracking appears to be substantially more robust. Users can benefit from eye tracking capabilities by just looking at a text field and searching in it, or looking at an app on a home screen and pinching their fingers to open it. And Apple's using foveated rendering to improve performance by only rendering the location you're looking at in higher definition. This is substantially ahead of the Quest Pro, which, while it does support eye tracking, there's no sort of interactions in the UI that is built in natively quite yet. The Vision Pro also introduces Optic ID, which will automatically sign a user in based on their retina. This reminded me of, was it the Galaxy Note 10? Back in the days where Samsung still hadn't figured out under-screen fingerprint readers, they had a retina sign-in. It's crazy. I'm personally interested whether multiple users will be able to sign into one Vision Pro, considering that feature is only available on Macs and not on iPads or iPhones. Additionally, I wonder why Apple opted for this Optic ID rather than incorporating Touch ID on the side of the device, or just allowing you to sign in with your Apple Watch the same way that you can do on a MacBook, for example. In terms of communication, FaceTime takes on a new dimension with the Vision Pro. The folks you're talking with will just be floating heads in your physical space, while you yourself will be represented by a digital avatar. But unlike Mark Zuckerberg's nightmare fuel, Apple's using sensors on the front of the Vision Pro to scan in your face and create a somewhat realistic avatar that moves its mouth and hands with gestures picked up by the headset. On first glance, it struck me as a bit uncanny valley, but I was intrigued. When it comes to gaming, Apple continues to point to mobile games as the path forward. Their demos only showed NBA 2023 and other Apple Arcade-based games. And despite supporting Unity, it will likely be some time before AAA studios make full experiences for the Vision Pro. The headset doesn't come with dedicated controllers, which means you'll have to connect your own controller, like a PlayStation DualSense, to the Vision Pro. Most VR-based headsets today use a controller like this, which automatically connects to the headset and allows you to do a lot more things like pull a trigger in COD-like games or point to the screen in other games. It's weird that Apple has no solution for that and only uses eye and hand tracking, and I'm curious to see what that will mean for game development in the future. As always, Apple is trying to push the Vision Pro as part of this massive Apple ecosystem. The only real examples that I saw personally were the ability to stare at a Mac and instantly have that Mac's screens mirrored in AR and automatically connecting to your AirPods. And what about the pricing of the Vision Pro? Well, the device comes in with a hefty price tag of $3,500, which is 7 times the price of a new Quest 3 and 3 times the price of the Quest Pro and HTC Vive's Pro XR. Will it be 7 times the quality of the Quest 3 and 3 times the quality of the Quest Pro? We'll have to see. Apple Vision Pro will be available early in 2024 in the US. Now, as we wrap up, there's still a few key questions and points worth considering about the Apple Vision Pro. I'm curious about the experience of capturing stereoscopic photos and videos with the Vision Pro, and then watching them back elsewhere. Another aspect we're eager to explore is the performance of the cameras and pass-through functionality. Will the Vision Pro deliver a high-quality and immersive view of the real world? Hands-on coverage has indicated that this pass-through is substantially higher fidelity than anything else on the market, including the Quest Pro. Now, personally, I've been using the Quest Pro for the last 6 months, and I'm really impressed with the video pass-through, even if it does look at times like you're looking through an old TV screen or you forgot to put on your contacts in the morning. The experience is pretty cool, being able to just take a 70-inch screen and put it in your physical space while you're cooking dinner or eating alone at home. I'm also just curious, the Meta Quest allows you to stream your view to other folks using phones or tablets nearby so you can share what you're experiencing in VR. It'll be interesting to see whether the Vision Pro has a similar feature with iPads and iPhones. Now, considering the broader impact, it remains to be seen how the Vision Pro will shape the future of computing and consumption, as well as the XR industry as a whole. My feeling is a lot, but as we eagerly await further insights and information, I highly recommend following Ben Lang of Road to VR for his insightful takes on this announcement. While there have been a number of big tech sites that have overnight become interested in VR, Ben has been doing this for a long time, and it clearly shows in all of his coverage. With that, we conclude our coverage of the Apple Vision Pro announcement and the exciting possibilities it presents the world of extended reality. If you are interested in VR, XR, and the like, we'll be covering the Meta Quest Pro in a full review in the coming months, so be sure to get subscribed to catch that. Also, leave a comment below to let us know how you feel about this year's WWDC. Till next time. Thanks.